Sometimes someone goes into your life, nothing's ever the same again.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Critics Collective. It's your boy Manny, and also Superfan, and of course Mayte today. We had a chance to watch on Swift Horses. Uh, it was a surprise showing, and we originally thought it was going to be the accountant, but it ended up being on a Swift Horse. This movie stars Will Poulter, Daisy Edgar-Jones, and Jacob Elordi. I keep fucking up this guy's name.
It's
But
okay.
But it's the main cast of the film, so I'm gonna go ahead. Muriel and her husband Lee begin a new life together after he returns from the Korean War. However, their newfound stability gets upended by the arrival of Lee's charismatic brother, a wayward gambler with a secret past. Ate, you said originally that you wanted to see this film. So, what were your first impression on this film?
So my first impression was mostly the cast. Jacob Elordi and mostly Will. See, now
Poulter.
I'm messing up
Yeah,
names
yeah,
too.
I know.
Poulter.
It's,
Um, they're both really good actors, so I was really interested to see how it's gonna go. And then the plot too, um, kind of drew my attention. So yeah.
well, I didn't have first impression because I didn't much know about this film at all. I know it was like in a film festival, but I didn't get much as far as my first impression was actually watching the film itself, which pretty much at the beginning when the brother shows up, you kind of like, oh, this is where the route we're going as far as the whole drama aspect of the film with her relationship. But other than that, it was the typical, you know, wife don't know what she wants drama, which is when we'll get to the up and down the film. But it is tell me,
The size.
yeah, it's very. What did you say again? Spicy.
It is spicy. It's
Spicy.
so. I mean, I guess that's a high. The spiciness of the film. I don't know. There's It's not everybody's cup of tea. It might
Mm.
be.
So
Some might
you're
it
high or the spicy and
I mean, as far as the spice, it's a romance. As far as romance, you don't really get a lot of spice. So it had its heated moments. I really liked the music in the film. It just it had, I feel like, more lows and highs, unfortunately, because it had a lot of holes, like extra storylines that I don't think were I mean, it had its moment for it, but I feel like it could have either mattered more or just not really been there, maybe been in another way.
okay.
Um, like, you know, the the lady at the races.
Yeah.
Um, and I just feel like it had potential to be more um of like an accepting type of film. Um, it had a little comedic relief moments, a little awkward moments, so I feel like that made it feel a little bit more real. But I mean, it was like I wanted to like it. I was trying to give it a shot, but I feel like it lacked a lot. That's
Yeah.
the best
So
way I can say it.
I agree. It's not like it's the worst film of all. It's just the plot where the Muriel, she's involved with the husband. Then I don't want to spoil it, but other people are involved in the scenery, and it's like, where is it going? Um, but other than that, because you talked about the title, a swift horse. Um, I think if you remember the ending, I think that's what it meant by like the
The
ending, which
Swift Horse.
yeah. But
Yeah.
pretty much my high were the acting, some good part of the story. There's a lot like as far as the dramatic part of it. Will Poulter, of course, he does great acting. But some of the lows is just these. small stories that they pull, but then it never go nowhere. And I kind of felt like the film, there was no. Usually, I guess it's like that with these artsy film, like no resolve, like I didn't because her character, I was not a fan of her character,
Yeah, I mean, her
especially the
character
brother.
was just giving like yearning for something. Like even in the beginning, like it kind of gave you hints to where she was at mentally, maybe.
Yeah,
And then like I guess more the emotional aspect was a high, too. It was like especially like Will Poulter, like he did really good, especially like the processing aspect, like oh sorry, as a husband, like, going through that as his perspective.
yeah,
But I don't know. The resolve was like it wasn't I mean it was people got their happy ending,
yeah.
so it
But I don't
wasn't like
know.
bad.
One happy ending I wanted was the husband. See how it turned out, even though he got the. But I wanted to see, but
Yeah.
on a swift
I
horse at
like
the end.
I guess honestly my favorite character was the husband, unfortunately.
It
Not I don't even
started.
know if it's like unfortunately, like I feel like the brother had potential, but I just feel like he just kept making really like bad decisions. And then even her too, like there was certain stuff I was just like, what are you doing? But
Totally get it. But well, guys, we're getting to the point now where we're gonna rate this film and pick the accolades. If you ever get the chance to watch this film, it doesn't come out till I believe the 25th, right? But let's go ahead
yeah.
and rate this film from 5, which is excellent, 4 good, 3 average, 2 below average, 1 poor quality, and of course 0 horrible. So Mate, what's your rating on this film?
I'm going to give it a 3.
You know what? I agree. I was exactly thinking the same thing. A 3 with me, because
That's not
it,
bad.
yeah, it's right there in the middle. Could have been better.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
feel like they had too many plots going on. One plot would have been fine
Yeah.
enough for me. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching the Critics Collective, and of course, don't forget to like and subscribe and get us to 1 million subscribers. I'm reaching for the sky. Other than that, see you guys soon. And again, thank you for joining us at the Critics Collective.